There she is. Yes.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Groove Zone. I'm
the
Yolanda.
colour.
I'll be your host. I'm showing off my new logo.
Yes. And I noticed in the in the photo that Shelley took, there was an A-frame.
Yes, here it is. I'll just show you.
Ah, there you go. And so what does the A-frame point to?
So I put that out the front at the start of classes.
Right.
So people know where it is, so they can locate it, and just branding.
Yes. Got it. So it's at the front. Okay, got it.
Walk past. So we are on Sunset Boulevard. Is there?
Right.
Yeah.
Good location.
Just walking past.
Yes.
There it is, and they can just, how do I book? It's groovezonela.com. Just take a picture. Oh, okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that.
And down the bottom here, just to show you again, is the website either side and the Instagram.
Yes. Very clear. That's it's the same logo that I've seen on, I think your students take a photo and you put it on Facebook at the end of class.
Yes. So I've got the ring light, because no one wants to look ugly in a photo. You put the ring light and they look at it, and it's a good photo of them, so they want to post it because, I look good in that photo.
Yes. So
yeah.
my main question for this morning, I'm curious, when you were doing, when we did our last session with Conscious, what was one of the main pieces that was supportive for you in landing this vision from where you were?
Right. So I was telling you of my, at the time, current situation with the studio, which I was not happy with. And you said, hey, let's focus on what do we want? We want studio that has availability. We want studio with working AC. Studio that doesn't have mold.
Yes.
Someone who you're subleasing and working and sharing the space with that is not toxic, that is friendly. Availability of classes, what I can book. Location, close to me. And I think that was it. And I, to which I thought, that doesn't exist, James.
Right.
I might even said that to you. Well, that doesn't exist.
Right.
But anyway, but that's what it is. It's like, don't think about, I feel like I want to get closer. Don't think about what is possible, how it's going to become, just what do we want? AC, good studio owner, blah, blah, availability, parking, cheap parking or available parking. Like, there was a lot. And I'd already researched around that doesn't exist. But then I don't know the time frame. I'm going to say, let's say maybe a couple of months, because that was before the pandemic. This was like late February.
Right.
March, whatever, before the pandemic, which was March sometime. Maybe a couple of months later, and my friend BP said, I've got a studio. I started using his upstairs, and then he moved to this downstairs area. He's like, do you want to sublease it off me? They said guaranteed, like, a chunk, you pay this every month, subleasing, and then it's available, tell me a days you want, which it's pretty much when it's available, which right now is a lot because he hasn't started his classes. So that was like, just say a couple of months afterwards, suddenly everything on the list. That's what it was. I never thought, sublease off someone who is a friend.
Right.
BP, he does major minors. It's BP Creative. So he basically makes stars on YouTube, kid stars he's dealing with at the moment, manages their career. Does everything.
Yeah, wow.
Everything, and writes the songs, and creates little superstars. This is set up. This can be moved. So basically, I got everything on the list.
So it was really, from the centerpiece of that, it was really writing the vision, being clear about that, and then really believing in it.
Yes, and part of the believing it is because you believe it. I know I should believe myself, but you go, okay, so what do we want? What do you want, Yolanda? Oh, we want this, parking, AC, no mold, availability, good, someone to work with, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, cool, okay, that's done, that's sent out in the universe. And like you are so confident that it's done, it makes me go, oh, yep. And I do believe that, but it just helps to have someone to talk through it with. And for you are so sure of it. You are, yep. Like I might have a little bit of, I'm a very good manifester, but there's a little bit of wavering, but you are just 100%, okay, that's going to happen. I'm like, okay, don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how. That place doesn't exist. Because I've looked over all of LA and looked at different studios, didn't think that a friend would get a studio and need someone to sublease.
Do you love that you've looked at it initially from the mind of where you were in the old environment, and then once you've written it, you're using the mind that absolutely knows that it's already going to be in play?
Yeah. I mean, how much more evidence do you need? I mean, it's just